listen, tune in. Tune the fuck in.
Hey, we in the building, we out here.
What's up with your man, Robert Kelly or R. Kelly, whatever his name is?
He's fighting for his fucking life, man.
Yo, I was not feeling how he was over the reporter like that, though.
Like when he like snapped?
Yeah, like he was just...
She kept her composure, though.
She was good because she knew there was bad
security here that was not on camera.
In his own crib. That shit was in his crib.
He got enough going on.
That interview was in his crib.
Wow.
He got another who?
He got enough going on. He's not gonna put hands on nobody.
Nah, but he was aggressive.
He wasn't aggressive though. He was emotional.
Yo, nah, he was acting.
Emotionally aggressive.
He was acting.
Emotionally aggressive. I can take that.
He was acting.
Standing above her. You don't do that to a female, bro. Like.
But he wasn't like coming at her. He was just frustrated. Remember, niggas is assassinating his name right now, whether it's true or false. They violate.
I mean, it's gotta be true already.
It's true.
It's been happening since like 20 years ago.
Even if it's not all true, majority of it is true.
But is it fair that he gets judged for his past when the cases was acquitted? Like he beat those cases.
Whatever happens in the dark comes to light.
But he beat the cases. We're still judging him as if he was like proven guilty. Like he beat those cases.
People made mistakes.
He was proven.
And how many innocent men are in jail for something that they didn't do? That a guilty man is walking. When you want them, when they want somebody to find out that they're innocent so they can be released. So when you want to find, if you got a guilty man walking around and then it comes out later that you made a mistake and there's a chance to redeem yourself, you know, you fight for that for any other cause.
Is it fair though? Because like the law wise, you go to court, you face your time, and if you win the case or lose the case, that's it. Like he beat the case, but you know, I gotta play devil's advocate right now. I don't really care about it. But at the same time though, like, is it fair that we go crazy on him and he beat the case? Like it's over. We shouldn't bring it up. You sound
like him a little bit.
No, I'm just saying.
I beat it.
Bro, you beat a case, bro.
You beat something,
Niggas keep using that after you beat it. What's the sense of beating it if y'all niggas...
new girls.
There's more evidence.
We're not talking about the new evidence. We're talking about the past.
We're talking about new girls.
But most of this shit stems from the past. The two females that he's dealing with are on board with him.
Now, realistically...
They're trained and brainwashed.
Hold on. The whole brainwash thing, I'm a little like confused with. Like, that's like some mad. I don't know. Like, I can't believe the brainwash shit. Like, how do you brainwash somebody?
You train somebody's mind into thinking something. It takes a certain amount of time to form a habit and all this other extra shit.
You know about this?
If he's been with somebody for years, I just know about things that I've read or whatever the case may be. So if you've been with somebody for years and he caught them at a young age, so he basically raising them and molding them.
What age did he catch the two girls that vouched for him?
They're like 20.
Teenagers.
They're like 21,
been for years now.
22.
She's one of the girls that recruit other girls for him. The Savage joint.
That's weird.
Is it okay? Because they are clearly okay with it. I'm asking you.
They've already been brainwashed.
They're 21.
There's no complaint.
It's okay for them to be there. They're 21, in my opinion.
They're not complaining.
The other little allegations of little kids is unacceptable.
Is there a little kids interview that I missed?
There's no little kids
the recent one,
but there's tapes of little girls
that you heard of or that you saw.
I've never seen it because I'm not trying to watch any little kid have sex with a grown man. That's weird, yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Alright, so the first trial, there was videotape that was given to the jury, that was given as evidence, and you can't 100%, I didn't see the video, but from what I've researched, you can't say what age they are by looking at them, but it looked like underdeveloped girls.
Okay.
So obviously there's 25 girls that don't look, you know, they might not have the biggest breasts in the world, but it was looking bad from what a lot of people said.
Let me ask y'all this. Was this interview beneficial to R. Kelly or did it like hurt him? Like did it help him or did it hurt him?
I don't know what they're saying.
What you think? Talk to me.
I think it killed.
You think it like
killed.
Finished him?
I think it entertained Instagram.
Was it the worst thing he could have did or the best thing he could have did? Because he wanted to get his side of the story. That's what
if I was his lawyer, I would have never allowed that.
No.
Nah. Like it turned out bad.
It just be sad how people.
He started talking about if I beat it, I beat it.
But do you think it's fair for as far as the juries was watching these interviews as well? They could become biased now.
Absolutely, that's what's gonna happen.
So this wasn't beneficial to him.
Absolutely not.
So whose idea was this shit? His?
I think it was his idea.
Oh man.
I don't know whose idea it was. Maybe he felt like he could keep his composure on camera, but old
He probably
interview
thought if he
lady
breaks
killed
down.
him.
Was his emotions like that was more acting or that was like really him?
That was acting.
Acting.
That was acting. You wasn't buying it.
Oh,
Nah.
Kelly trapped in there. Is it?
So he was pump faking.
That was an action.
You know why?
Kick back, jump up the chair. That was all. That was corny.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. At one point, he stated that him being molested and while he was young absolutely had no effect on him. He stated that in the interview. He said, she asked him, when you were molested as a child, did that have anything to do with, did that affect you? Actually, that was the exact question. Did that affect you? And he said, no. I feel like any of us would have been molested as a child that would have affected anyone. So
you can't
trained to lie.
You can't scientifically say that though, bro.
You're definitely
If
affected.
you fucking get molested, bro, that's not gonna affect you.
Either it goes good or it goes bad. That's still an action of you're affected.
Yeah, because I think his brother got molested by his big sister. There was a lot of funny shit
that's
going
who's
on.
doing it.
He was molested, bro.
That's who's
sister.
doing it.
The
He
sister.
said that it didn't affect him,
The
and the
sister
reason
was like
why he said
16
that is
years
because he
old.
was trained to lie, deny everything. Now you deny something that's obvious, bro. It's like me asking if I punch you in your nose right now is gonna affect you.
Speaking about that, why hasn't he been harmed though, bro? I don't
By
get
who?
it.
Who you want to harm him?
Bro, it's a lot of hurt families and fathers. Like, he wasn't touched, to my knowledge.
Nobody.
He got security problems. This guy's famous.
I don't
Where
think.
you want to get touched at? Maybe in jail.
Because people was
somebody could've got him.
accepting $1,000 just to stay quiet. So where's the harm? Like if
What's
they cared that much, they would have did something years ago.
So what's your take, being that you're a parent and, these daughters are definitely saying opposite from what their parents are saying. How would you feel in that situation?
I can't even speak because Rose only 4, but I would try to talk to my kid. I don't see how your 14-year-old kid can make it into like a R&B singer's mansion without knowing.
Yeah, that bothers me.
I don't see how you take your daughter. Well, I don't know why would you take your teenage daughter to an R. Kelly concert, but I don't see how you take your teenage daughter to an R. Kelly concert. You allow a 16-year-old girl to go on stage for whatever reason, and then she gets swooped away in the backstage, and then you never see her again. That's your fault.
So that's bad parenting.
Yeah,
this is bad parenting.
You're not being on top of your kid. You let a 14-year-old swindle you to let your daughter go to the mall alone, and it's okay, and they're not in the mall. That's your fault.
Yeah, you hit that right on the nail. You're absolutely right. I agree. That's how I feel from a parent's perspective. Like, my daughter's
Parents go to jail. I mean, if R. Kelly goes to jail, the parents should go to jail too.
for bad parenting.
Horrible parenting.
Like, he doesn't even have music for kids.
Except
for I Believe I Can Fly.
How do you release your daughter to?
Like, get a babysitter.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there.
Sit this one out.
What's the chances of him getting a significant sentence in prison?
I think it's higher now. You saw that this Bill
It's looking bad for him.
It's looking bad. Like,
I heard he was facing like a crazy number of years.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
Can you see R. Kelly in
That's why
jail?
he said I was fighting for my life. Like, he would die in jail if he goes to jail.
I don't see him in jail, bro, but it might really be his time. Because he was supposed to get help. If he was guilty as everyone claims he was the first time, somebody in his team was supposed to say, nah, I ain't gonna lie, you got saved. You need to go get help. You need to get checked. Like, none of his circle decided to give him some type of help or check his temperature.
What kind of help can you give somebody?
Can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves.
So you feel like he didn't want to help himself?
I feel like he was trapped in
What
that
help is
closet.
there for someone who likes little kids? I want to know.
Yo, where's that Henny?
Well, where's the Henny? I hear you. I hear that.
To your right of you, Scrap.
She's back, everyone.
Oh my God.
Don't start.
That brown water, you can hold it.
Jeez.
But I ain't gonna lie, both women are completely okay with being in a relationship with this guy. Like, they're like completely okay. Did you watch some interviews?
I'm sorry. I was impressed.
People are damaged.
She kind of like told a lady about herself, but she asked her about sexual activity. She was like, "Yo, that's none of your business." Like,
And she's right.
She's right though. I was like, "Oh, she going crazy."
She boosted mine. She
Yeah,
asked
she
the old
is.
lady, like, you gonna talk about your
Yeah, she kind of checked on that. I was like, "Oh wow, oh shit."
I was fucking with it.
Yeah, I was definitely. What's your take on that, Amanda?
I didn't see that, but
Oh man,
Man.
what he was doing?
No homework? Copy.
that's what's up. Y'all seen that Michael Jackson
That's what's up.
HBO special?
Michael Jackson HBO special.
You seen that?
I didn't catch that.
Oh, you seen that?
Negative.
Oh, that's crazy.
Talk to us about that.
Back to R. Kelly.
Petty.
No. I feel like you got some HBO special. You know, not everybody got HBO.
Yo, they also,
YouTube, Instagram clips.
the females also denied any sexual encounters before 21.
Of course.
They train at this point.
Those is RODs.
I don't believe in being trained though, and brainwashed.
So what do you believe in?
I just don't believe in that. Like, how can you just take somebody and
Now, like she said, it takes
switch their
You're
view?
molding their
takes
mind
time,
the same
though.
way.
It takes time.
Instead of spending
I
time
think-
in high school like they were supposed to be, they were spending time in a mansion with this nigga. They're learning, they're developing. They've been trapped in this for years. That becomes your life. Their
I don't know. I feel
conditions,
like
all you know.
a lot of this is the parents' fault.
Of
Absolutely.
course, it's the parents' fault.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like
You have one job. You gotta protect your child by any cost. You have one job, and you know that's until they're 18, and then not even just 18. That's like their whole life. You're responsible for that, and then once you let that happen, you fail.
One of them, I think it was Azrael. Like she said that her parents was fully aware of what was going on with her and R. Kelly, and they basically just wanted to have leverage on R. Kelly, so they let her. How you feel about that? That's what she's saying about her parents.
parents should be tried for something.
But do you believe it or not? Because the parents are clearly denying those allegations. Like they're denying it, so it's like it's messy. It's messy.
know.
So how you feel like? You feel like who's lying? Someone's lying.
I feel like it's extremely messy, but it's just like, you know, only the people in the room and the people involved really know the truth.
Oh, niggas really money hungry like that they
Of
sacrifice their
course,
whole daughter.
niggas is money hungry for anything. Like, you know, people do things for less. Like, seriously.
So why are the parents not being
But then,
thoroughly
you know,
investigated?
just to have
Parents should
somebody
be thoroughly
question
Why are they
something.
not thoroughly investigated like they investigated R. Kelly?
I agree with that.
Like she's saying that they know about everything and they
But
just
y'all
want
know how the
leverage.
system works is like if you complain first, then you know you automatically point. Like if something happens to you and you don't say anything about it, and then the person that's attacking you or actually like, oh, let me go tell the boys ahead of time, so now it looks bad on you. So it's like, nah, but this person came at me first or whatever. Like, but you never said nothing. There's no reports or whatever in the claim. Or as far as we got is that you're harassing them. So.
And I get the gap. You know, some men might like younger women, some women might like older men, but like they're 21 and 23. He's 52. That's like a major gap.
That's daddy issues.
Yeah, like that's like a major gap. Like if my daughter,
But in society, it's
my
technically
daughter
that's
like
legal,
was
though.
dealing with someone like with that much, like that'll have me concerned.
You feel like there should be adjusted laws then? Because right now that's
You can't though, because you
that's not against the law.
can't. How can you justify love though? Like if she's
That's what I'm saying.
if
though.
she's like
Not to make it mad personal, but you just said something that you included your daughter, and I don't want to just bring your daughter into it. But like you said, how can you justify love? So in using both of those, we can't judge those people right now.
I'm not really judging them. But then
It's possible.
like I'm not judging them. I just feel like, you know, one thing we all agreed on was basically just like, you know, at 14, 15, 16, why is your daughter alone with R. Kelly? One thing about
Absolutely.
recording a song, I'm there though. There's none of those, okay, I'm staying at R. Kelly's house.
But
I
do
see
you
in the
really
morning.
want it that bad? Or could they finish school and wait?
Want what though?
People want the fame so bad that they're willing to put their kids in those compromising situations where your kid is left alone in a studio and somebody's trying to tell you that you can't sit here and monitor your child while they're making music for whatever reason, and then you're like, you know what, for the bag, okay, I'll be in the next room over and I'll let my, you know, teenage child handle their business because they're working right now and this is their job. Like, you know what I mean? Or do you tell them like, now is not your time?
Hold on.
Go ahead, man.
Not to bring it back to that HBO special because my cable is cut off right now. I don't got HBO. But Michael Jackson been doing the same little things. The parents been giving the kids to Michael Jackson at an even younger age.
So Michael Jackson's thing is,
He's dead, but he's weird.
you
He's a
know,
weird guy.
he's weird, but you can tell like people like something happened to him when he was younger. But it was like all those little boys that was like dancing like him that he had on stage with him. Those are the ones that he was doing these things to. But they said that it started off as like you know, he was like, they get on the stage, he's dancing like Michael Jackson, they dressed up, boom, and then Michael wants to like hang out. This family said that Michael Jackson used to go to their house. They used to sneak him out of Neverland in the back of their car, and he used to be in the burbs. And he used to go to their house, and he's playing with their kid. And they're washing Michael Jackson's clothes, and they're feeding him, and then he flies into Hawaii. Like
they're feeding Michael Jackson?
He's chilling in their house. They like sneak him out, and he was like, he's friends with this little boy. And the family finds nothing wrong with it. They think it's okay. I've never seen it. Oh, a white family, a Caucasian family.
Caucasian family, thank you.
Caucasian family. Yeah, they see nothing wrong with it. You know, a black family. My mother would have been like, "Who's this grown ass? This grown ass man is not your friend. I'm not washing this grown ass man." But because he's Michael Jackson. Say that, 'cause right now, R. Kelly got plenty of African American females caught up. Those two females were those black females?
Both black to my knowledge.
Both black females. So it's a similar situation. So we can't even say
a white
family from a black family.
We can't.
I agree with you, matter of fact. I agree.
It is. I agree.
Being that you want to go that route, I understand your defense of that.
Both.
I agree with you.
So it happens in Spanish.
It's how some people are raised, and I think it goes more of how strict somebody is on how protected. But they'll say probably majority of Spanish families, you know, you won't probably see something like that because a Spanish mom will be more, you know, attached to their child. Not saying that other families don't.
I feel like it happens everywhere, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on Gail, the woman that interviewed R. Kelly? Do you feel like she was more or less judgmental, or was she just asking the question that we all wanted to know?
I personally felt like she was just asking.
She was on
questions.
She was on him.
That were hitting the spots.
Like she couldn't wait to interview him. Like the night before, she was like.
Didn't they say the interview was like 2 hours long?
I can't call it.
Oh no, 80 minutes or something like that, right? It was like a long interview.
I just want to know, did you feel like
she broke him down?
Was she judgmental or was she just doing her job?
I didn't feel like she was judgmental. I just feel like she was asking the right questions. She was rolling with the punches. She saw what started affecting him. She stood down that line.
I like how she kept her cool though. Like when he was smashed, she was just like this. She's a professional.
She's standing her ground.
A lot of people gave her credit for that.
She's a professional. Yeah. She didn't budge at all. She didn't look nervous.
I said she was scared too.
She was nervous. Now she knew he was vetting. She knew what he was going through. She know what he going through. I don't think she jagging him though.
No. Nobody believes him. Nobody.
I don't think she was jagging.
I don't think anybody really sits here and believes him.
Yeah. So nonetheless, he's going to jail though.
Before we answer if he's going to jail, he's guilty.
Who?
R. Kelly.
He's done it. He's guilty.
Personal opinion, is he guilty?
I think he's going to beat it. I just want to say that on record.
I mean, I hope not.
No, Shaq's like almost 100%. He's the one who says 6ix9ine was going to tell. So
I just feel like how can you violate him? How can he lose the case when both women are completely okay with being in a relationship?
But those aren't the only females.
The other cases is just looking strong.
We don't know, but they are ready to testify. I don't think he beats the second one. Come on, Bill Cosby's in jail right now. He's like fucking.
They on it.
Could be right.
If Bill Cosby's in jail, R. Kelly's for sure getting locked up.
Y'all gotta get back into that Michael Jackson one too.
Let's talk about it.
So.
Cause you got HBO. You up?
Yo.